You're welcome back to the show. This is GH Today. I'm Serwaa Amihere. Before we go, let's have a conversation on Petroleum Hub. I'm joined in the studio by the Chief Executive Officer of the Petroleum Hub Development Corporation, Charles Owusu. Good morning. You're welcome to the show.
Good morning,
And
Serwaa.
you have to forgive me for keeping you waiting. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Right. So tell us, for those who may be hearing about the Petroleum Hub Development Corporation for the first time, quickly, what do you do?
Thank you, Serwaa. So Petroleum Hub is one of the current president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's policies. We've seen a lot of them, one district, one factory, free SHS. It's one of the policies that was given to the Ministry of Energy to make Ghana the Rotterdam of Africa. And by then, it was the Minister for Energy, Honorable GHOne, who actually ensured that this whole making Ghana the Rotterdam of Africa becomes a reality. What this agency seeks to do is to build 3 refineries.
Okay.
Looking at 300,000 barrels per stream day in terms of capacity, that will give you 900,000 barrels per stream day. Build 5 petrochemical plants that will supply fertilizers, support our pharmaceuticals, cosmetics, automobile, and the oxygens for hospitals. And then we're looking at storage, 10 million cubic meters in terms of storage tanks, what we call the tank farms. And then 2 jetties that will be able to accommodate all manner of vessels. These are key infrastructure. Then we have the ancillaries. We are looking at transportation, so road, rail, and air. And then we're looking at utilities, power plants. We are going to produce 1,000 to 5,000 megawatts. That will feed only the enclave. And then we're looking at waste treatment and water treatment. So these are the utilities. Then we have settlements. So residential area, commercial areas where we'll have the banking sector, the insurance, even your studios and malls that will be there. So put all this together gives you the hub, and it's estimated to cost $60 billion US. And it's going to create 780,000 jobs. And this all infrastructure will sit on a 20,000 acre of land. Because of its mega in nature, is being phased into 3. So we have phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3.
Okay.
So phase 1 will have 1 refinery, 1 petrochemical plant, 3 million storage, and a jetty. And phase 2, same, because, as I said about 3 refineries, so it's being blocked. Why are we doing this? We don't want one investor to come and hijack the whole project. And if you're unable to do it, then the whole concept becomes a standstill. So on the 18th of June, we were lucky to have this consultant that we've been dealing since 2019. And we signed the phase 1, which is estimated to cost $12 billion US on the 18th of June at Kempinski. And on the 19th of August, we had opportunity receiving the president to cut the salt for commencement of the phase 1, which is $12 billion US.
So that's what you just did?
Yes.
Congratulations on that. But
thank you.
How do you intend for this to align with the government's vision of making Ghana a petrochemical hub?
Thank you, Serwaa. So, as I said, this, Ghana, we produce oil, but we don't refine it. So this is going to build the midstream, which we have the upstream, midstream, and the downstream. So this is going to answer the question within the midstream. So Ghana will become a vertically integrated oil and gas country, meaning you are able to explore and produce, you're able to refine, and then you sell, which we have the OMCs around. So this is also feeding into the export strategy in terms of the ECOWAS market and the continent. Now we have Africa Continental Free Trade. So that is where Ghana is going to be export driven, adding value addition to what we have. We've seen what we've done to the free SHS, like the human capital value addition. And now adding value to our natural resources, what the Petroleum Hub is coming to do. So it's in line with the government aspiration of doing this in accordance with Africa Continental Free Trade, and it's export driven. So it's not looking at the domestic market. Yeah. Okay.
Let's look at the opportunities that it provides for Ghanaian businesses also. What does it bring on board? What does it add to especially SMEs?
Thank you. So what I've been telling Ghanaian business is that we should also learn to do business together. So because of the capital outlay of such projects, we are calling on Ghanaian businesses to come together. 10 of them can come and say, we want to build a state-of-the-art laboratory, we want to build hotels, we want to build a real estate, we want to build roads and tow them, we want to build a power plant. So these are what we call the ancillaries or the common usages, because Ghanaians are already doing it. But if one person wants to do it, it becomes difficult. For instance, the first investors that we have, there are a group of companies coming together and forming this consortium. And that is why we are calling on all the SMEs in Ghana to form partnership to be able to take advantage of this whole petroleum hub or the petrochemical industry we are about to build.
Okay, we also understand that it's going to create about 700,000 jobs. Is that correct?
780,000.
I see. That's very interesting, especially in these times when people are crying over jobs. How do you intend to do that? How is that going to play out?
Thank you. These 780,000 jobs were estimated by LUSPA, Land Use and Spatial Planning Authority. They have a way of doing it. And so as you rightly said, now the major issue in the country is about jobs. So when it happens like that, how do you make it transparent? And not, if I come here, you have a CV, you give it to me because you have cousins, you have nieces and all of that. So we are coming up with what we call the data repository to make it transparent. And next month will be our third anniversary, and that is what we want to launch. And our focus is jobs, jobs, jobs. So we open this portal. This portal is going to be in a web form, in an app, and a USSD. Because the jobs in Petroleum Hub is not for those who have been to school. It's for those who have been to school, those who have not been to school. So we are looking at artisans, we are looking at internship, we are looking at graduates and professionals. And so this portal, they're going to go the whole nation, about 16 regions, to sensitize people how to use it. But we'll first launch it, make the announcement for people. We'll come here even show your viewers how they're able to use this portal and put their information there. It's very easy to use it. It's user-friendly. So next month, we are going to launch it to make it also transparent, because you are able to drill down the dashboard to know which region you are coming from, which district you are coming from, in terms of the gender, in terms of what you are doing. Are you an artisan or what? Have you gotten job? And between this portal to the investor is where we build what we call the training and certification. So because of that, we took Takoradi Technical University to Malaysia and Singapore to understand how the mainstream are being trained, because they've been training the upstream since 2010. That we started production in Ghana. So we're doing a lot under G.
I can see that. How do investors and the general public get in touch with you?
Okay, so we have 2 offices currently. In Accra, we have GHOne 335 Place on the 8th floor, and in Jomro, Nauli, we have an office there. We can be reached
in GHOne. Okay, that fancy building there.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're on the 8th floor, and then we have our website www.phdc.gov.gh and email info@phdc.gov.gh.
Is there any telephone number that they can call?
Yes, permit me.
That's fine. Go ahead.
So we have 0536 412 711, 0536 412 711, or 0303 940 682, 0303 940 682. So these are the contacts that we can be reached on.
Okay, finally, before we go, what message do you have for Ghanaians, especially those in the Western region, and generally about the works that you intend to do and the potential benefits that it brings to all of us?
Oh, thank you. So we want to use this opportunity to thank the people of Ghana, especially those in the Western region and Jomros, to be specific. The likes of the regional minister, the Western regional minister, he has been very, very supportive. The MC at Jomro, the MP at Jomro, the chiefs and the people of Jomro, they've received us in terms of stakeholder engagement, and permit me to say this, some of their feedback found their way in the president's speech, where they wanted the name to be changed. Now it's going to be Jomro Petroleum Hub Development Corporation. They want the headquarters to be in Jomro. The president accepted it, and the president has allocated 200 million cedis to start part payment of the compensation.
Yes, okay, I remember that.
Yeah, so that is what we want to thank them for.
But even though the chiefs gave you the land for free, you're going to still compensate them?
No, it's not free.
It wasn't free.
It's acquired compulsorily.
No problem.
Yes, literally we say they've given us their land for us to come and do.
I thought that it was freely given, but it was compulsorily acquired.
Yes, under Article 20. So.
Yes, so you've started the compensation process.
Yeah, we are going to start it next month, because the land commissioners to go and do what we call a land exhibition.
Right.
You see, their data has been captured. Like when we are about to vote, you go and check your name, whether yes, your name is there as Charles Owusu, and you're going to vote in Jolu. And maybe they put me in Adenta, I need to correct it. So they will do the exhibition. Once that is done, then the payment will start, because we want everybody to understand, and then we'll be able to pay smoothly. So that's what we've done currently. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Charles
Thank you, Serwaa, for having me here.
Chief Executive Officer of the Petroleum Hub Development Corporation. And all the best with this project. All the best.
Thank you.
Okay. When will you finish it? Do you hope to complete it?
Oh, it's 5 years
5
in
years.
each of the phases. So
Right.
by 2036, we should have the project running. Yeah.
Okay.